Hey, this is Apostle Rosalind Solomon, and this is Rosalind Solomon's YouTube channel. And I'm not saying the spill today. Y'all know the spill. All you got to do is look under all my videos and you'll see my links. Or click my landing page on here and you'll see it. Click on it and all the links will be there. And shalom to everyone. Shalom means hello and God bless you. And it also means good, I think goodbye and God bless you. Something like that. Farewell, peace be unto you. And I had some visions and y'all gonna like them. The first vision I had was in the vision, I think it was the angel. He kept telling me to warn people. He said, warn people not to be triggered to anger. Warn people not to be triggered to anger. So you have to be careful what you watch. And if you watch it, pray and ask God to not let you get angry, to be triggered. Or, have discussions with God. Because that's what I do when I see stuff. I have discussions with the Lord, you know, about it and talk to him about it. And it's always so soothing and calming. So I try not to let think racism, and when I find out truth about how they really did our ancestors and stuff like that, or how they doing us now, black, brown people, I don't let it trigger me anymore. I talk to God about it, and it's very soothing and calming. So the angel said to warn people not to get trigger angry. And not just with what you watch, I guess with people in general. Just pray and ask God to keep you from getting triggered, you know, where it will lead to something not so good in Yeshua's name. Another vision I had, I was in this huge place and it had lots of escalators. Like two of the escalators were gone because they had to repair them. So all they had was like, I think it was 3 or 4 escalators, and they were like the biggest escalators I've seen in my entire life. I have never seen escalators this big in my entire life. And I was the first one to go up these escalators. It was like 3 or 4 of them. I had to go up. I was the first one. And then behind me, it was a multitude of people. I mean, a multitude. I've never seen that many people in real life or in a movie on an escalator going up like that. Right. And it was a big place, a big building or kilometry. And it was all white, this place. It could have been like heaven, right? So when I woke up, before I could even ask the Lord, I knew what it meant. And he told me, he was like, all of those people behind you, they are some of the people who follow you. I said, some? I said, that was a bunch of people. I couldn't even count, right? And I know there's thousands that's on YouTube, Facebook, and whatever. And then there's people who watch me that don't even follow me, right? So it was a bunch of ministry followers that was behind me, of all ethnicities, all races, coming up behind me on the biggest escalators I've ever seen in my entire life. And it was 3 or 4 of them. We was in this huge condominant white building, like the biggest building I ever seen in my life, besides what I seen in heaven, because I've seen some big ones in heaven. So it kind of reminded me of these big buildings in heaven, and they were pearly white, beautiful white. As a matter of fact, the walls were like that marble like, and the floors were like marble like, and you could see these beautiful designs in them. So it probably was heaven. So get ready. A lot of y'all, a lot of y'all are about to be promoted, but I was first. And y'all was following me. And I guess I was first because I am the leader of this ministry that God has given me. He's the leader and I'm the second leader. I'm the CEO, so that's probably why I was first. So a lot of people who follow me, you good ones, it's probably not for the ones that hate me and the witches and the warlocks and all of them. How could they be elevated with such evilness in them, right? So it's for the ones who are truly of the Lord. So get ready. A lot of y'all going to get promoted. And as a matter of fact, the Lord told me when you see yourself being promoted in a vision or a dream, that means it has already began, and probably you've had to fight a battle. So if any of you had recently had to fight a battle, that's a sign that you were one of the one that was following me. So that's gonna be awesome, guys. All right, and then the next one I got hired for a job, right? But the man was kind of apprehensive in hiring me, and the secretary convinced him to hire me. And the reason why he was apprehensive, because he really wanted to hire me because I was the only one, just like the secretary said, she's the only one that's qualified for the job, right? But he was answering his about me because people had told him that I was like an apostle and I hear from God, and my visions and dreams and words that God give me come to pass, and that I had a lot of anointing and power in my life. And he didn't really want to hire me because he saw me leaving. It's as if he was a seer himself. He saw me leaving for greater pastures. But for the moment, God was allowing me to work for him. And then the lady, and I said it to him, I said, I'm going to be here as long as God allows me. So then the secretary was like, she's the only one qualified for the job. And so he gave me the job. And then I went to go fill out papers, but I didn't get a chance to fill them out. Oh goodness, I didn't get a chance to fill. Hope y'all heard me, because this thing was acting up. I'm gonna say the vision again just in case you didn't hear me. um this man wanted to hire me for a job, and his secretary was convincing him to hire me for the job because I was the only one that was qualified. But he had heard great things about me. He had heard I was an apostle, a prophetess, very accurate, full of power and anointing of the Lord. And he was like a seer himself. And he saw me going on to greater pastors, and that I wouldn't be with him that long. And then I said to him, I'm going to be here as long as God allows me. So then the secretary was like, she's the only one qualified for the job. So he gave me the job anyway. And before I could go fill out the paperwork, they had gave me the paperwork, but I had woke up. So I know when you dream about a job, you're going to either get a spiritual job or a physical job. Now me, I know it ain't no physical job because I work for God. So it's a spiritual job, right? So the Lord also told me to tell people, many people who are looking for physical jobs are going to get jobs. It's like some of these people, they're going to want to hire you, but the devil's going to be trying to talk them out of hiring you. But there's going to be your angels, your individual angels. So start thinking your individual angels now in Shua's name, that are going to be whispering in the man's ear as well. And the man will listen to the angel and not the devil, and you will get the job. Because a lot of you should have jobs, but the devil is speaking in these people's ears that's causing you not to get them. So the angels are going to overpower the devils and speak into the ears of the people, and you will get jobs. So many of y'all who follow me, maybe some who don't follow me, some of your family members, whatever, are going to get jobs. And the job that I got hired for was a good qualifying paying job. So some of y'all are going to get good qualifying paying jobs, and others will get jobs. It'll pay decent. You know what I mean? It's, to start you off. And I'm like, wow. And by the man telling me that people said I was anointed and very powerful and very accurate in the Lord, that signifies Elohim children, that signifies the anointings, the anointed ones of God. So those of you who are truly anointed ones of God, you're going to be getting jobs. Some of y'all are going to be getting better jobs and promotions and stuff, management stuff like that, right? And that's because your angels are going to be there speaking into their ears, and it's going to be immediate. Like they gave me these dates. They kept saying, "Do you want to start March 29th or April?" I think she said April 3rd. And I was gearing for I was in March already of this year. She said, "Do you want to start March 29th, 2022, or do you want to start April?" I think it was April 1st or April 3rd. And I was gearing for April 1st or April 3rd, but she was like March 29th. And then the man who hired me, he was like, "Well, can you just start March 29th?" Which was literally like a day or two later. So it had to be March 27th or March 28th, because I remember when they said April 1st or April 3rd, I kept counting. I was like 29, 30, 31. I was like 3 to 4 days to give me time to get prepared. But then they kept insisting. And then when the man hired me, he said March 29th. I was like, wow, that's just a day or two away. So then I was like, all right, I'll start March 29th. So March 29th and April 1st and April 3rd might be something significant. God didn't tell me that, but those might be good days for people to get jobs, you know. And and maybe those may be blessed days, and I cover those days, March 29th and March 1st and 3rd, with the blood of Yeshua Jesus, and bind up any evil that would try and come against us and loose it to Yah to destroy it, right? So, and then the Lord also says that people are going to be getting spiritual jobs. God is going to be hiring us, giving us spiritual jobs, like spiritual assignments, and we're going to be rewarded for them. Pay like how people get paid. We're going to be rewarded for them. So those of you who aren't looking for physical jobs because you work with God, or you're retired, or whatever the case is, or you're self-sufficient now in the Lord, you're going to be getting jobs, and we're going to be getting rewarded. It's spiritual jobs, but we're going to be getting rewarded spiritually, but it's going to manifest physically. I was like, woohoo! 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 Right? And then the Lord wanted me to remind y'all, an earthquake is coming again, another one, a big one. And I told y'all that yesterday. So be prayerful about that. I pray it ain't here. I know wherever it is, I pray it don't be like Turkey, 28,000 people. That's the most people that's ever died in an earthquake in our life, guys. And I told you when that earthquake hit abroad, it was going to be big. And I saw Turkey getting a quake too. And it was going to be massive. And it has come to pass, and it's sad, right? And you're going to judge Turkey again. You know what I'm saying? And then I told y'all, when it comes over there, it's supposed to come here. So y'all better get to praying and have all your family praying, because we don't need no earthquake like that. We really don't, because we don't need that. Pray for mercy of God. Pray for mercy. And I keep seeing Hawaii. I keep seeing Hawaii rocking, and in the island or country, Tobago, island Tobago Bay, something like that. I kept hearing that. And then I kept seeing Asian people. I don't know what ethnicity of these Asians. I don't know if it's Japanese, Chinese, or what, but I kept seeing Asian people running for their lives. They were just running for their lives, guys. Really running for their lives. And then there's a virus that's going to come, but they're going to contain it in the country where it's going to start, where it's going to origin from. They're going to contain it. It's not going to get out. Pray that it doesn't get out. All right, so that's the end of what I'm saying. So I don't know about y'all, but them visions make me go hoo-hoo. All right, so God bless y'all all. Talk to you so much. Love. Keep me in prayers. I do you. Shalom.